it's not trash anyways, it's clothes, and they're going up to the trash bin. Basically, to make a long story short, it's all going to be gone tomorrow.
You say it's all going to be gone tomorrow. What are you referring to here?
Backyard,
The cans, the trash cans?
the trash cans will be empty,
All right, that's exhibit 2.
and what he's talking about in the front yard behind the tent, it's gonna be going to, because that is our building supplies for remodeling. So it's gonna be put up, or it won't get wet. We are gonna move it to the carport.
Why isn't it all done? You know, this case started on February of 20, I issued the order on February 28, 2022. The contempt were filed on May 19th. We had a hearing on July 6th, which was continued to 8/3. I believe you had a death, your mother died.
Yes.
Then we had the disposition hearing on the 11th, and I gave you until the 30th to remove it. And because I think you said you needed about 2 weeks, and then I ended up continuing it for until today, which is another 3 weeks. So since this contempt was filed, you've had 4 months, over 4 months to get it all cleaned up. And then here you're telling me it'll be gone tomorrow, or the day after this is your purge hearing. This is the time, because you've been sentenced to serve jail, and the only way to stay out of jail is to comply with the court's order. And so why haven't you done that?
Well, to be honest with you, a wheelbarrow and a grocery cart don't go too far when you're walking down. I had a friend come out with a truck and got one truck out, but his truck broke down. So I got another friend coming out tomorrow, and that's gonna take care of what I got left.
Well, I think you got a whole lot more left than what you're talking about. Like I'm looking here at,
Some of that is
don't interrupt me.
Sorry.
Like I'm looking at exhibit 7. I see, looks like a, I don't know, like a console out of a truck or something, which has got trash apparently in the center of it. Looks like maybe some food bowls or something there. Cat, and there's something else there that looks like I'm not sure what it is, like a cart or something. Looks like it might have been remnants of a charcoal grill on wheels with stuff all around it. I see a trash bag. I see a shopping cart, and other debris around on the ground. Then I see here in exhibit 4 some stuff covered up partially with a tarp, and it's trash. A trash bag, and it looks like an old garbage can and stuff laying underneath it. I can't see the rest of it, but it's all covered up.
Right.
Then I see what you call building materials, which looks like some old, well, maybe this is what you're referring to, but I see some boards, the end of which is rotted. There's a trash can next to it. There's some other boards. There's a cat standing on it. Then there's a picture, exhibit 6. That was exhibit 5. Was exhibit 6. Looks like there's a big tree with I don't know if that is. It looks like a series of connected mats, a couple inches thick, green and black. But anyway, up against it, I see trash bag. I see looks like an old toilet, chair frames. Something else, I can't tell what it is. Looks like it might be a piece of metal from something, from a piece of equipment. That's there. Looking at exhibit 1 from the front yard, I see what looks like a sleeping bag has been trashed. There's what looks like the remnants of either a lawn chair or a Chase lounge, the metal frame of it lying on top of it. See a candy cane pole line there, some other, looks like maybe some stair treads and some just junk all around.
That's been taken here.
Okay, well, at 8:05 it hadn't been. And then Exhibit 3, I see another pile of stuff, just all kinds of pieces of tarp, torn in pieces, and it's not a nice tarp that's covering up something. I don't know what's underneath it, but I'm looking back at when the thing was when we granted this back in February, and I see some of the same things, it looks like, but you haven't complied. And, you know, I'm giving you time and I'm giving you time. You've been sentenced to 30 days, and today was, you know, and on the 30th, should have been done on the 30th. We shouldn't have to be hearing this, so I'm going to have it done tomorrow. Because, you know, that was the day you were here and it had to be continued, or you were going to be here. We've had 3 more weeks and that hasn't happened. So the court finds the defendant has failed to purge herself of contempt, and orders that she be taken into custody to serve her 30 days. Now, if you have somebody who can get that cleaned up while you're in jail, and gets a hold of the police department, or gets a hold of, I told you not to interrupt me, and I'm not going to tell you again. You don't speak when I'm speaking. What I'm trying to tell you is if you have someone else that can clean this up for you while you're in jail and bring proof to the health department, and the court, on notice of that from the plaintiff, will release you from jail. But if not, then you're going to serve the 30 days. Now, here's the situation, Ms. Henderson. When you get out, just because you've done your time doesn't mean it's over, because the injunction's permanent. So you're still going to have to do it. But you apparently haven't been impressed with what I've been telling you to do and the threats that I've had to make in terms of what could happen to you legally. And, you know, you've had plenty of time to get this done, and moving stuff around, putting it in trash bags isn't removable. And, you know, I understand that if people have problems with, you know, economically right now things are tough in some situations, but, you know, this property didn't get in this mess overnight, and you have had over 6, almost 7 months to clean it up since this lawsuit was filed, and over 4 months since you were found in contempt. And so, or no, I'm sorry, 4 months since the contempt was filed, which was May the 19th. So, you know, you just haven't done what you're told to do, and I'm not going to put up with it anymore. So you're going to jail, and if you got somebody you want to contact in terms of trying to get that hauled off, and you can show that to them, they can go out and get pictures, then I will consider releasing you early. But if that doesn't happen, you're going to do the 30 days, and when you get out, it's still going to be waiting on you. And then if you don't get it cleaned up, they can file another contempt, and this can go on forever until you get it cleaned up. So, you know, it's not going to go away. Now, you have any questions?
Yes.
What?
I'm trying to get it done before today, but it's just me working.
You know, I'm sorry about that. That's your problem. You know, I didn't create the problem. You did. It's up to you to fix it, and you haven't fixed it. And I've given you plenty of time. I mean, it's not like I gave you a week or 10 days. You know, I gave you, you know, originally you said a couple of weeks. I gave you from the 11th of August until the 30th, and then, you know, that was continued for another 20 days. It was a gift. And here you are telling me, you know, and if I continued this and had you come back in another week or 10 days, I imagine I'd hear the same thing. But, you know, it's your problem.
That's the thing, I'm gonna have to come back and get it done.
Well, that's the fact. The fact is, this should have been done before. You were found in contempt. You were given time to purge yourself. You haven't done it. Now, if you can come up with a plan or some sort of commitment from somebody else while you're in jail, to get it cleaned out, like I said, then I will, will let you out.
The only other person I have at home is my autistic son. That's the person I have now. And my mom's funeral is on the 21st.
Your mother, I thought she died back in July.
She did. I had her cremated because I had to get.
When, 21st of what? Her service is tomorrow?
Yeah.
All right. Then what I'll do is you are to report to the jail. I'll give you until next Monday. Today is Tuesday. Monday, the report to jail on Monday, September 26th at 4 p.m. unless the plaintiff notifies the court that you've complied. So that, because of that, I'll give you another 6 days. But here's what's going to happen. You're going to have to convince that man right there or another representative from the health department that it's cleaned up. So you need to call them. They're going to have to come out and confirm it.
I will.
Don't wait until 3 o'clock to do that, because at 4 o'clock, you better be there, or I'll issue a warrant for you, and the sheriff will come get you.
I did.
All right? But right now, if I were you, I'd be planning on going to jail, because, so far, every time I've given you an extension, nothing's happened. I'll give you time to attend your mother's funeral and a time to make arrangements for somebody to take care of your son. Again, unless you get them convinced that you've complied, substantially complied, and their attorney notifies the court and I issue a written order that says you don't have to appear, you're going to be at the jail at 4 o'clock. You have an email?
Yeah.
What is your email?
CONN.
Okay, I'm sorry, again what?
It's Connie,
Connie?
the letter O,
O?
5 @gmail.com.
If the court finds that you have complied, then you'll get an email from the court. But again, you'll know that because they're going to tell you. Either Mr. Webb or someone else will tell you, we agree. If they tell you they disagree, you've had your chances, and you're going to jail. So unless somebody files something with me from the health department on behalf of the prosecutor, not you, I'm not going to listen to you say I got it cleaned up. They're going to have to tell me in writing and submit an entry, and if they do, then you won't have to do the time. But otherwise, you will.
Okay.
Now, you understand?
Yes, I do.
All right. That's your last chance.
Thank you.
All right.
I won't let you down.
You're not going to let me down. You're going to let yourself down.
Guys,